where the oak tree shadows are drawn by Lonesome Hill, where our dreams were born. Old cabin's door swings with whispered tales, echoes of laughter, love's sweet exhales. Under that porch where the sunset bled, we carved our names, now faded and dead. The gravel road that led to our start still guides a trail of a broken heart. Lonesome Hill shut the door on the past. Whisper to winds how I thought we'd last. In the dust, in the rain, I roam free, but your ghost in the shadows follows me. Years slip like water through thirsty hands. Wide prairie skies turn to harsher lands. That oak has grown, standing tall and proud, its roots buried deep, unlike our vow. The scarf you left still dances in the breeze, frayed at the edges like old memories. Each thread a testament to what's now lost, woven in the fabric of the cost. Lonesome Hill shut the door on the past. Whisper to winds how I thought we'd last. In the dust, in the rain, I roam free, but your ghost in the shadows follows me. Oh, how I've wandered, a soul unmoored, each sunset a reminder of the love we stored. Now riding trails where the coyotes call, I find solace knowing I loved it all. Lonesome Hill, close the door, let me be. In the silence, find strength from you, I flee. And under vast skies where old ghosts implore, I'll ride alone, always, forevermore. Let the dust rise, let the shadows fall. Lonesome Hill, in your echo I recall. Out where the oak shadows lay long on the ground, I first met her smile by the old ghost town. The sky painted gold, her laugh wild and free. Underneath that scarf it was just her and me. Leaning on saddles by a dusty porch light, promises whispered deep into the night. Every star a witness to the dreams we spun, felt like the heavens and earth were one. Oh, how the storm cries like an old friend knows, across the wild plains where my sorrow goes. The wind carries whispers of her sweet refrain. Raindrops fall heavy like my silent pain. Years fell away like leaves from the tree. She drifted like dust that the breeze set free. That old cabin's empty where laughter once played. Now just shadows dance in the choices we made. Gravel roads lead me to places we knew each step on that path, sharp as morning dew. Lost in my travels with a heart that just roams, searching for something that felt like home. Oh, how the storm cries like an old friend knows, across the lonely miles where my heartache grows. The wind carries whispers of her sweet refrain. Raindrops fall heavy like my silent pain. Sometimes a storm's the only voice that remains, telling tales of the past through the wind and the rains. I've learned that love is more wild than the land, slips right through your fingers like a whisper of sand. So let the storm cry under fading sky hues. It sings of a love that I'll forever muse. Yet in this lonesome life where I wander and strive, her memory's the storm that keeps me alive. Raindrops fall heavy like my silent pain, echoing the storm cries again and again. Out by the old split rail where the wild daisies grow, I told you secrets when the summer wind was low. Your scarf danced with the breeze under that broad oak shade. We carved our names, but like the sunset, some things fade. Oh, the fence listened, heard my whispered dreams, where my heart spoke loudest by those quiet streams. Now the wind carries only dust and my lone sighs underneath that endless aching western sky. Years fell away like leaves, seasons turn too fast. The trail to your door, covered by the grass. That old porch swing sways empty, no laughter rings, just shadows lengthen as the nightingale sings. Yeah, yes, the fence listened to our laughter, then tears. Now it stands silent, guarding all my fears. The rain washes old scars, but some memories stay, painted deep in hues of gold, then turning gray. I wander these dusty roads through towns that sleep, past cabins empty where old secrets keep. Every gravel path and every storm I chase leads me back to you, that soft and tender place. Oh, still the fence listens as I call out your name through the whispering pines. It's always the same. I lay down these burdens where your flowers grow, in the heart of the land where my sorrow wildflowers dare to roam free. I heard her laughter mixed with the breeze, echo soft as a whisper, memories tease. Beneath that sky vast and wide, her voice once danced on the mountainside. In that quiet town where time stands still, my heart lies buried against my will. Her voice stood still in the rustling leaves, wrapped up in the cool autumn eve. As the sun dips low, casting sky so grand, her silhouette fades in the far-off land. Every whisper wind across the gravel road brings her back to me, though she never showed. Now the porch swings lone, the cabin's bare, her scarf's the only thing she left there. Dust gathers where her boots once trod, along the paths our hearts once caught. The rains came down, washed her tracks away from the earth, from my soul she's gone astray. A rider wanders, his shadow cast long, chasing a ghost of a loved one strong. Her voice stood still in the rustling leaves, wrapped up in the cool autumn eve. As the moon climbs high over land so grand, her laughter echoes just out of hand. Every drifting cloud above the old mill reminds me she's gone, and I love her still. By the fading light I come to know the hardest trails are where we grow. Beneath these stars that we once watched together lies the solace that time might sever. And though I roam heart worn and thin, in the silence her voice lives within. Her voice stood still in the rustling leaves, haunted by the brush of her gentle sleeve. As the dawn breaks soft over hills so grand, I tread alone in this vast quiet land. Every sunrise pink, every star a spell, in the choir of the night I bid farewell. Her voice stood still, and so shall I, underneath this lonesome, endless sky. Out by the edge, where prairie winds play, stood an old oak tree where we used to lay. Underneath its branches, we carved our names in that quiet earth, wrapped in golden haze. But now that oak tree's washed away by the river's wrath on a stormy day. Just like you, it slipped from my grasp. The leaves and love, both gone with the past. The porch still creaks at your memory. That old red scarf you left rests silently. Dust dances along where we danced in tune to the songs of crickets under the crescent moon. Yes, that old tree's washed away by the river's tears and my own dismay. Just like you, it faded from sight, roots and heart buried under the night. Sometimes I wander those gravel roads where our laughter echoed easy The sunset's glow reminds me of your face, a part of my soul, lost without a trace. Oh, that old tree washed away, like the dreams we made in the dusty fray. And here I stand, where we once lay, a cowboy lost in the love that strayed. Yes, here I sing to the winds that sway, where the oak tree in my heart forever lay. Washed away. On the outskirts of a dream, by the shadow of an oak, I trace the lines of laughter where your scarf once gently spoke. Underneath that aging porch, where the old wood barely stands, my boots still stir the dust up like your fingers through my hands. But love said nothing as the silence filled the air, just the creaking of the saddle and a whisper of despair. The sunset bleeds like fire on horizons turning thin. Love said nothing, leaving me to the mercy of the wind. Those gravel roads we wandered, now just pathways to the past. The cabin stands abandoned like the shadows that we cast. Rain taps on the rooftop like the rhythms of your grace, but it's just the lonely heartbeat in this empty, quiet place. Love said nothing as the darkness hugged the light, just the echo of your footsteps merging with the coming night. The stars above like watchers to a tale that's wearing thin. Love said nothing, leaving me to the mercy of the wind. And oh, how the prairies remember us, every laugh woven through the grass, every teardrop of rain turning trails to mud and glass. But as the moon climbs the back of the hills, where once our dreams did soar, I find solace in the silence, though it pains me evermore. Love said nothing, not a farewell or a sigh, just the turning of the earth and the aching of the sky. Now I ride through fading trails where our memories have thinned. Love said nothing, but I still feel everything. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, by the gravel road where our hearts went strong, we carved our names in the old porch wood, under sky so vast, swore we always would. But the wind's got a way of wearing down stone, and the dust too thick where I now roam alone. Back road died young, rides trails of a lonesome song. Back road died young, and I'm barely holding on. I've seen rain wash the old tracks clear, and the saddles worn from those bold yesteryears. The echoes fade down Mustang Creek. No laughter floats, no whispers speak. Where we once danced, the shadows now fall, with nothing but silence for an old cowhand's call. Back road died young, left the wildflowers unsung. That old cabin's empty like the words on my tongue. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore. Every mile I ride, I'm missing you more. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Back road died young, and I'm barely holding on. If these boots could tread back through time, I'd find that dusty path where your hand slipped from mine. Maybe under that endless prairie sky, I'd tell you all the things I couldn't before goodbye. Back road died young, with our dreams left hung on a branch of that oak where our song was sung. Now every nightfall your absence I mourn, by the ghost of that back road where our love was born. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Back road died young, where I'll always belong. Down by the edge where the wild oak grows, there's a dusty trail where the river bends. Spend golden sunsets with her long ago, where the canyon burns at summer's end. We carved our names in the bark so deep, neath the sky's wide dome where the hawks do roam. In that sacred place where memories seep, once a whispered home, now her name's just a ghost. And though the canyon burns like the fire in my chest, each flame a tale of what I've loved and lost. The wind carries the ashes of promises over the cliffs where our dreams got tossed. Oh, the canyon burns, and with each orange blaze my heart recalls a name in aching tones, left riding these trails in a lonesome haze, searching for a love that feels like home. The years flew like leaves in the autumn wind. The old porch swings, now a creaking bone. Her scarf still hangs where her laugh had been, in the empty cabin we built alone. Now the gravel roads wear a coat of dust, echoing boots that walked away from the fading trails where we placed our trust, to the silence that holds sway. And though the canyon burns while my soul just yearns for a past where love wasn't weather worn, each ember a spark of what I can't return, under stars to which we once had sworn. Yes, the canyon burns and I'm a shadow it does, chasing echoes of a love that's shorn through the whispers of the wind in a world so brusque where heartstrings are tattered and torn. There's a wisdom in the silver streams flowing under moonlit quartz and stone, teaching me to live in between the dreams we seed and the things we've grown. Oh, the canyon burns through nights cold and stern, with the firelight dancing wild and free. Yet in every spark her memory returns in this rugged heart where she'll always be. Yes, the canyon burns a never-ending yearn for a ghost of a love that rides next to me. As the sunset fades to the night, I turn with her whisper in the wind neath the old oak tree. I started writing your name again on this page where all goodbyes begin. No, I won't knock on your door tonight. I've lost that war, and that's alright. You moved on like the seasons do, and I'm still stuck in thoughts of you. But this ain't a plea or some sad song, just a note to say it's been too long. This is the letter I'll never send, folded tight with words that bend. I won't disrupt your life with pain, won't stir the ashes, won't curse the rain. I just had to write to breathe, to mend. So here it is, the letter I'll never send. Wore my shirt that one July. It smelled like smoke and cherry pie. Keep it tucked in my old drawer, beside the words I should have said more. You said one day you'll understand. Well, I don't, but I let go your hand. Love ain't always meant to stay, but it don't just pack its bags and fade. This is the letter I'll never send. No stamp, no tears to recommend. I won't chase what's gone to ground, won't beg a ghost to stick around. I loved you true, I loved to the end. But this is it, the letter I'll never send. This is the letter I'll never send, left in a drawer that time won't bend. I'll sign it once and then I'll burn. These are words that ache, this heart that yearns. I loved you loud, I'll leave you in pen. Goodbye, my love, from the letter I'll never send. In the hush of old oak shadows, beneath the whispering twilight sky, I recall her laughter swirling like the dust when winds were high. Barefoot steps on creaking porches echo soft as summer's breath. Every board and nail a story, every silence steeped in death. Oh, those barefoot steps stood still in time on the roads where we did roam. Now I wander through the memories in the twilight I call home. Every sunset sinks just like my heart beneath horizons turning chill. Where once we danced 'neath starlit skies, those barefoot steps stood still. Years have flown like leaves in autumn, drifting far from root and stem. Empty cabin windows staring like the eyes of lost old friends. Gravel roads that led to nowhere now lead only to the past. Scarves that smelled of sage and freedom knew too well they couldn't last. Oh, those barefoot steps stood still in time on the trails now overgrown. With her whisper in the cedar wind, I face these roads alone. Every sunset sinks just like my heart beneath horizons turning chill. Where once we loved without a care, those barefoot steps stood still. On the ridge where dawn breaks earliest, I see her silhouette sometimes. Just a fleeting shade of yesteryears crossing o'er those blurring lines. Guess I've learned that some fond remnants, like the saddle worn and old, carry weight of souls departed in the stories left untold. So those barefoot steps stood still in time like the shadows in the dell. I wander through each whispered dream where her laugh used to dwell. As the stars peer down like watchful eyes and the night air tastes the thrill, in the quiet of the fading trails, those barefoot steps stood still. Letting go's a lonesome river, but some hearts they never will. In the silver glow of moonlit paths, those barefoot steps stood still. On the edge of El Paso, where the oak trees guard the lost, I met her under starry skies where now only shadows toss. By the old wooden porch we danced soft shoes on creek and wood. Her laughter mingled with the wind, swore it'd stay for good. But the starry night forgot us as the world spun its sad tales. Those stars we watched together now just empty, dusty trails. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot. Beneath the heavens' vast expanse, the starry night forgot. Years threaded silver through my hair, the cabin stands alone. Gravel roads where the marks we made turn now to silent stone. The scarf she left behind hangs on a rusty nail, still faintly smells of rain, like tears from the skies when the heavens shared our pain. The starry night forgot us as the world spun its sad tales. Those stars we watched together now just empty, dusty trails. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot. Beneath the heavens' vast expanse, the starry night forgot. Oh, how the prairie grass whispers secrets when we'd roam. Now every whisper's a reminder of how I wander alone. Maybe the land remembers, though the stars refuse to tell, of the nights we stitched our dreams before the darkness fell. So I'll sing to the starry night that forgot, to the dreams that we once knew, to the echoes of her footsteps fading into the morning dew. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot, in the heart of forgotten trails where even stars dare not. And as the sunset bleeds its last over lands where she once stood, I saddle up my sorrows, ride through this lonesome wood, where the starry night forgot, and all but one heart moved on. Underneath these endless skies, I reckon life just draws its dawn. Shadow of the oak, where wild rivers lead, lies a whispering hollow where the canyon sleeps. Underneath that ancient sky, once our love did bloom, on a porch, a creek in a wood, bound by summer's loom. Oh, the canyon sleeps, but my heart's awake, haunted by the echoes of the promises we'd make. The wind, it carries your laughter through the sweeps. I'm a ghost in this solitude, where the canyon sleeps. Days turn to dust, like pages in the sun. Your scarf still hangs on the cedar, but you're long gone. The trail's overgrown, where we used to ride, now just gravel roads and an empty cab inside. Oh, the canyon sleeps while my soul just weeps, lost in the shadows of the love that couldn't keep. Rain washes the old porch, but its secrets it still keeps. I'm alone with the whispering winds, where the canyon sleeps. By that lonely riverside, I let your memory dance. The setting sun knows my regret won't give a second chance. In the saddle I find solace beneath these starry sweeps, riding trails of yesterday, where the canyon weeps. Yes, the canyon sleeps, and in dreams I see your face. A love so wild and free, no time can e'er erase. But I'll keep riding through this life that onward creeps, forever bound to whisper back, where the canyon sleeps. Oaks on Carson's Bend, I found an old scarf blue as the dusk whispering your name, there by the creek where first you kissed my sunburned skin. Now just a ghost of summer rains and love that never waned. Lonely fire hides in the ashes of our past, dream too sweet to last. Under starlit skies, my heart still tries to find you in the smoke of lonely firesides. The town's grown silent, porch is empty, dust has settled down. Gravel roads that knew our steps now lead to nowhere's end. And I ride these empty trails with your memory as my guide, aching for the echo of a love that's long been dead. Lonely fire hides in the ashes of our past, burning remnants of a dream too sweet to last. As the sunset bleeds, my lonesome creek is whispered to the wind on plains no one else can see. Oh, and how the rivers run, never looking back, carving canyons deep as the regrets I track. If I could hold you once again, break these rusted chains, I'd give these roaming bones to hear you call my name. Lonely fire hides, it's the keeper of my cries. In every crackling spark, your laughter never dies. But tonight, as the cold encroaches wide, I'll let the river's song lull this heartache into the night. Goodbye, my love, where lonely fire hide. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, on a gravel road where our songs belong. The cabin creaks with your laughter's trace, in each corner a whisper in the wind, your face. Barefoot steps on the old porch wood, still hear the echoes where we once stood. Oh, my heart rides the plains with your ghost by my side, under wide western skies where our dreams used to hide. In the dusk your shadow waits, in the silence it creates, and I'm lost in the winds of your barefoot steps fade. The rivers have swollen with the rains of years, the saddle's worn where we conquered fears. The scarf you left fades under the sun, like the colors of a life that's come undone. The town's too quiet, the streets too bare, each corner moans the emptiness we share. Oh, my heart rides the plains with your ghost by my side, under wide western skies where our dreams used to hide. In the dusk your shadow waits, in the silence it creates, and I'm lost in the winds of your barefoot steps fade. And maybe the moon's too wise, knows why love has to pass, why shadows grow long, why nothing night drafts, I find the strength in what was, in your love that still lasts. So I'll walk these dusty trails beneath the stars' eternal glow, letting go yet holding on to the only love I know. As the sun dips low, your memory in soft repose, in the heart of the wind, where your barefoot steps froze. Oh, my heart rides the plains, and darling, it seems in every sunset's glow, you're with me in my dreams.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, she laughed under sunbeams through the breezes that blow. We carved our names slow in the height of the wood, promised forever in that old neck of the woods. Her scarf in my pocket, her touch soft as rain, in that dusty old cabin, now silent again. Dusk closed her eyes on the edge of the day. The prairie wind whispers, but she's faded away. Sunsets bleed red over trails she once rode. In the heart of the cowboy lies the weight of this old. Years tumbled like tumbleweeds past porches and gates. Her laughter's a ghost in the town that time ate, where once we danced close, only shadows now sway. The dust settled thick where boots used to lay. An old saddle empty by the door stands alone. Every creak in the board moans for love that's long gone. Dust closed her eyes on the edge of the day. The prairie wind whispers, but she's faded away. Sunsets bleed red over trails she once rode. In the heart of the cowboy lies the weight of this old. Oh, I've roamed far and wide under vast starry skies, but her whisper rides the wind through the silence it flies. Each town feels too crowded, every road leads me back to the dust-covered memories, the love that I lacked. Dust closed her eyes, and it's there she'll remain, bound up in the soil, in the sun, in the rain. As the night curtains fall and the loneliness cries, with the dust in my throat, I'll remember her eyes. Though the trails all grow cold and the songs all unplayed, in the dust closed her eyes, where my heart's ever stayed. Guitar strum a farewell as the sky turns to gray. A cowboy sings softly as the daylight slips away.
where the oak trees shadow dusty roads, under the big sky where the lonesome wind blows, there where the sunset paints gold on your hair. Memories dance in the quiet air. But the storm left behind ain't just clouds in the sky. It's the echo of your footsteps, it's the whisper of goodbye. Now each raindrop's a tear from the eyes of the past, and the thunder, a heart that broke too fast. Now the cabin sits empty where laughter once rang, only shadows on porches where we once sang. That old rugged saddle, untouched by the trail, like my heart rides no more since you set sail. Yes, the storm left behind ain't just clouds in the sky. It's the echo of your footsteps, it's the whisper of goodbye. Now each raindrop's a memory that won't dry away, and the thunder, a love that couldn't stay. Underneath the stars, I'm a whisper in the plains, a silhouette fading in the twilight remains. The scarf you once wore now frays at the ends, like the trails we once rode that no longer bend. And the storm left behind still roars deep inside, where your laughter once lived and my silence now hides. So I'll ride these empty trails beneath skies wide and high, with the storm you left behind and this cowboy's lonesome side. Out by Lonesome Hill, under that old oak tree, where the dust bends gold in the late day's glow, we carved our names, wild hearts run free. In the bark they're faded now, just like the snow. Scarves in the wind, your laughter in the air. We danced on shadows of the coming night, your silver locket, moonlight in your hair. A memory is whispered neath the stars, soft light. Oh, Lonesome Hill cries, cries for you and me. Her tears are the rain on empty cabin floors. The wind, it moans through branches of the tree, where our love ain't sheltered anymore. The gravel roads, now overrun with thorns, lead to the porch where once your song would play. Echoes of boots on wood, now just forlorn, a symphony of what's been swept away. An empty saddle lays beside the trail where once we rode through fields of waving grain. Now all that's left is a lonesome nightingale, singing ballads of our joy and pain. Oh, Lonesome by the rain on empty cabin floors. The wind it moans through branches of the tree, where our love ain't sheltered anymore. Sometimes the heart is like those fading trails, lost beneath the weeds that time has grown. And in my dreams I roam where love prevails, only to wake on Lonesome Hill alone. So Lonesome Hill cries and I cry too. The sunsets blaze on lonely paths I roam, each step away from where our love once grew. Lonesome Hill cries and I can't find home. Oh, Lonesome Hill cries and I can't find home.
I ain't no saint and I got sins, but I don't lie just to fit in. I don't shake hands just to play the game. I'd rather walk alone than ride with shame. The world trades truth for fancy lines, but I still keep what's purely mine. My word, my fire, my worn out coat, and every scar that I never wrote. Call me stubborn, call me wild, call me just another outlaw child, but I ain't bending for no plan. I was born dirt tough and I'll die standing. I'm not rich, I'm not clean, but my soul's sharper than a bow blade's gleam. You can fake a crowd, but not this man. I might be the last real man. She once said you're too damn proud. I just smiled, let her smoke, walked out, 'cause I won't trade my steel spine for sweet talk and borrowed time. I sleep in fields, I sing to stars, and leave my name in old dive bars. I've lost more than I ever kept, but I've never lied while I wept. Call me stubborn, call me wild, call me reckless, call me exiled, but I won't kneel for gold or brand. I ride for truth with empty hands. I've seen preachers beg for fame and cowards curse their daddy's name, but I hold tight to who I am. Maybe the last real man. So carve this on my stone someday. He rode alone but never strayed. He drank his pain and wore no brand, a free heart and a callous hand. I won't be cloned, won't be planned. You can't copyright this land. I ain't famous, I ain't grand, I'm just the last real man.
out by where the oak tree shadows fell, down a dusty trail where my heart did dwell. We carved our names in the bark so old, laughed beneath the sky, bold and gold. But that creek where we'd sit and hold whispered of the time when love would fold. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon under that bruised twilight sky. My scarf still holds the scent of your sweet lost embrace, as the wind sings a lonesome through this forsaken place. Years rolled by like a fast-moving storm. Life stripped the land where our dreams were born. The cabin stands, but it's empty inside, like the hollow echo of my pride. Where once was laughter, silence now abides in the shadows of love that the twilight hides. The creek turned cold, my darling, like your goodbye. Echoes in the canyon under that bruised twilight sky. My saddle's worn and my heart bears the scars of nights chasing you like a moth to the stars. Sometimes I think I hear you call over the ridge when the night shadows fall, but it's just the wind through the porch it weaves, stirring up memories like autumn leaves. Oh, the creek turned cold and so have I, beneath the endless unyielding sky. Letting go yet holding on to the whisper of your song as the trail fades out where love went wrong. Yes, the creek turned cold, but the story's told in the dust kicked up and the sunset bold. Out where the creek bends past old Josie's farm, I found her scarf dancing in the breeze. It swirled like whiskey in a weathered glass, 'neath oaks that whisper secrets through their leaves. We'd watch the sunset gentle, closing her eyes, orange skies bleeding into purple night. Her laughter mingled with the cricket song in that fading light. Everything felt right. The sunset closed her eyes the day we said goodbye. Now every twilight sings a lonesome wayward sigh. The wind's a solemn tune that rides the dusty plains, carrying her voice, bringing back the pain. Now the porch swing sways, but it's empty as the dawn echoes of footsteps like ghosts in morning fog. Where we once walked, gravel roads now lead nowhere. Trails we blazed are overgrown, as if we were never there. The saddle sits untouched, the horses wander free. Life moves on past cabins full of dreams. Yet in my mind I roam those rooms again, searching for the love the life that might have been. The sunset closed her eyes the day we said goodbye. Now every twilight sings a lonesome wayward sigh. The wind's a solemn tune that rides the dusty plains, carrying her voice, bringing back the pain. In the quiet whispers of the rain, against old window panes, I hear her name, a solitary figure by the gate. A cowboy's heart knows it's too late. The sunset closed her eyes, and so must I, to dreams of yesteryears under vast unending skies. But her shadow in the dusk, always by my side. The sunset closed her eyes, and part of me died. With every setting sun I feel again, the sunset closed her eyes. The night descends,